Question number 13. Diagram 9 shows angle theta on a Cartesian plane. On diagram 9, label the position negative theta. So negative theta means you're moving in the opposite direction. So usually when you count angle, you're always moving in counterclockwise. But now, since you want negative theta, it has to be clockwise. So clockwise, since theta is here, negative theta is going to be here. Okay, so that is the first one. Easy. Number 2, state the value of tangent negative theta. So if you want to find tangent for negative theta, we can actually use back the coordinate from the first one. So PQ, meaning here is P, here is Q, right? So if here is Q, we can also conclude that this one is going to be negative Q. So the coordinate here is P and negative Q. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that if you want to find tangent, okay, right here, tangent negative theta, what's the we can form a triangle, right? Here is the theta, here's the negative theta, and we know that this part here is going to be Q, this part here, the length is going to be P, right? So opposite over adjacent, okay, SOHCAHTOA, right? So tangent is opposite over adjacent, so Q over P, but don't forget this is in the fourth quadrant, so fourth quadrant tangent would be negative. Okay, so remember, all science teachers are crazy. So tangent positive is only in third quadrant, so in the fourth quadrant is going to be negative, so your answer is negative Q over P. Okay, question B. Solve the equation 2 cos x equals to cert 3 cot x for this range of x. Okay, so now let us copy this down. 2 cos x equals to cert 3 cot x. Okay, first thing what we can do is we can change this to cos over sine. So you get cert 3 cos x over sine x. Okay, now we can bring all to one side. Now I think some people will probably do this. You go cut, right? Because you shift. If you do that, then you will get the wrong answer. Not to say you will get wrong answer. You will get the incomplete answer, which is what we don't want. Okay, I'll show you why later. Okay, so first we're going to do is we're going to bring the whole thing to the left hand side. So you have 2 cos x minus cert 3 cos x over sine x equals to 0. So here got cos x, here also got cos x, we can factorize. So you have cos x 2 minus cert 3 over sine x equals to 0. So from here we will have two answers. The first answer is cos x equals to 0. The second answer is 2 minus cert 3 over sine x equals to 0. Okay, so if like just now when you cancel this, if you cancel that, then you won't have this answer anymore. Okay, then you will be incomplete. So that's why I suggest do not do that. You bring all to one side, then you factorize. So from here you know that x can either be equals to 90 degree or 270 degree. Okay, if you're not sure how I got this, you can use the manual way, like how we usually do, find the reference angle and then calculate, or you can just understand the graph. Okay, this is cos graph. So at what situation you get 0? 0 is here, right? Here is 0. So at these 2 points. So here is 90 degree, here is 270 degree. Okay, so for cos x equals 0, you got the two answers there. Now you want to find the other one, but before that we have to rearrange. So rearrange, you get 2 equals to cert 3 sine x. So therefore sine x equals to cert 3 over 2. So from here you can already find your reference angle. So reference angle would be 60 degree. Okay, so now since this is in this is positive, right? positive sine x. So positive sine x would be first quadrant and second quadrant. Okay, so that means the angle for x will be 60 degree, and also 180 minus 60, you get 120. So therefore you have 4 answers. So x is either equals to this one and also this one. So you got 60 degree, 90 degree, 120 degree, and also 270. Okay, so these are your answers. Alright, next one. Okay, it is given that tangent M equals P such that M is a reflex angle. So if it's a reflex angle, it's going to be these two quadrant, right? These two. But I think that there is some problem with this question, because they only say reflex angle, so we don't know which quadrant are we going to use. But what we assume is that because here they write P, right? So we're going to assume that it's positive P. It's a positive, so it's going to be in the third quadrant. Okay, it's not going to be in the fourth quadrant. I think they should say that maybe P is a positive value or something. It will be better if like that, because otherwise P can be a negative value, right? Can be negative something, right? So if it's negative something, then it will be in the fourth quadrant. But this question, I think they never state clearly, but it's important to understand that for this question you actually need it to be positive lah. Okay, so positive means here. So here will be M. So since they say tangent M equals to P, so we can assume it's P over 1. So P over 1 means opposite here is P, adjacent is 1. So the hypotenuse will be P square plus 1 and then square root. Okay, so from here you can find cos M. Cos M will be adjacent, right? So 1, negative 1, because it's third quadrant, so the cos value will be negative. So negative 1 over P square plus 1 square root. And then sine M would be also negative P over P square plus 1. Okay, so what the question is asking for, they asked to express this in terms of P. So cos pi over 3 minus M is equals to, okay, you can use the formula, expand this, cos pi over 3 cos M plus sine pi over 3 sine M. Okay, so from here, cos pi over 3 we know it's 1 over 2. Cos M we have already found here, so it is negative 1 over P square plus 1 square root, plus sine 1 over pi over 3 would be 3 over 2 multiplied by sine M, which we have already found, which is this. Okay, so just expand this, you will have your answer is negative 1 minus 3p over 2 square root p square plus 1. So this should be your answer. Alright, next.